The next TV show we're going to cover is Cowboy Bebop, an anime series that came out in Japan in 1998. It pulls off the impossible. It blends every single genre, from science fiction to comedy, to horror, to westerns, into an amazing tour de force that puts it head and shoulders above virtually any other anime series in existence, and is, as a lot of people have said, a gateway into anime. I personally like the more realistic animes, and this one pulls it off. There's not too many goofy faces or people turning into cats. It's fairly realistic. That follows space bounty hunters in the year 2071, traveling across different planets and catching bad guys to pay their bills. They'll add on more characters later, but for right now, we just have Spike Spiegel and Jet Black. Spike voiced by Steve Bloom, probably the most prolific American anime voice actor, and Jet Black voiced by Bo Billingsley. The series was created by Shinichiro Watanabe, and this was his first series. He went on later to create another popular series, Samurai Champloo, do an actual Cowboy Bebop movie, and Space Dandy. We're going to cover all 26 episodes of Cowboy Bebop and later the Cowboy Bebop movie. First episode is called Asteroid Blues and is a great way to kick off the series.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
The episode starts with our crew aboard their ship the Bebop in the year 2071, at a time where in hyperspace, Gateway has made Earth uninhabitable. You will see these gateways throughout the series, and these gateways allow spaceships to travel faster than the speed of light between different planets and moons in a matter of hours. You want to go from Mars to Pluto? No problem, just go through the gateway. It'll only take 3 hours or so. Earth itself is in shambles. As we see here, an astral gate exploded and caused devastation on Earth. You can go through these gates to travel to different planets, but if you veer off the path, you can actually end up crashing the gate and causing an explosion. So most of Earth is uninhabitable through this gate explosion. You can think of it like a bunch of nuclear bombs going off in Earth, and people are forced to colonize other planets. And the governing body, the ISP, the Intersolar System Police, has allowed people to set themselves up as bounty hunters and catch the bad guys, to take a load off the police's back. It's hard to jump from planet to planet and moon to moon trying to catch all these bad guys stealing and robbing things. So they let bounty hunters take care of the real heavy work. You can stream all 26 episodes of Cowboy Bebop on Hulu, which is where I watched it. You can also get it on Crunchyroll too. And the transfer has been upgraded a lot. So if you have the old DVDs from the early 2000s the way I do, you might just want to watch it on Hulu because it looks a lot better. There's also a Blu-ray version as well. Our main character is Spike Spiegel, and he's the athletic, good-looking, karate-chopping, wisecracking main character that so many TV shows and movies have used. The Han Solo, Nathan Drake, Indiana Jones. There's a reason people keep using this type of characters, because they're so fun to watch, especially when pulled off correctly, like in this series. You don't just get a blank slate, boring main character and then have the side characters be fun. The entire cast serves their purpose and is enjoyable to watch. Jet Black is the older, 36-year-old retired cop with a mysterious backstory that we'll learn about, who is more down-to-earth, grouchy, and sort of the anchor to Spike Spiegel's erratic ways, but he himself is no angel either. You also see in this series that they constantly name episodes after rock songs, especially the Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil, Honky Tonk Woman, Toys in the Attic, well that's Aerosmith, Bohemian Rhapsody after Queen.
Asimov Sorensen. He's our next target. This guy's a major player in the Syndicate, operates all around the asteroids.
Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke, all right? And the one from that shop you trashed. And the medical bill from the cop you injured. Kill the dough!
So in the first episode, things are off to a rocky start. Jet and Spike are debating whether to catch this bounty, but they are also broke. We will see them go through many adventures and their skills will be tested. Spike seemingly taking out 5 criminals with swift kicks to the head, hitting the guns out of their hands and turning them on themselves. But they never have much money. Spike always causes too much damage in the process to really be profitable. Cowboy Bebop is episodic, which is a rarity for an anime, which usually play out as 26 episode long movies or miniseries with a continuing plot, making you want to watch them from beginning to the end to get the entire story. But Cowboy Bebop can really be watched out of order. There is a main villain, Vicious, but he's only in a few episodes, each episode taking on a different genre and bounty, In this episode, the main villain's name is Asimov, and he is a drug dealer specializing in a combat drug called Red Eye that is like meth if meth gave you amazing superpowers. Asimov has stolen these drugs from his ex-syndicate, and they want it back. Spike and Jet also want to catch him alive and turn him into the police for the reward. The currency in this universe is called Woolongs, and because nothing gets by the internet, people have actually converted Cowboy Bebop Woolongs into dollars. And one Woolong is worth about 1 cent in today's money. Asimov's bounty is 2.5 million Woolongs, or $250,000 in USD. Not too bad, could pay for some ship repairs, some new kung fu moves, some food.
Premium Red Eye, you're a buyer, you know the score. Check it out.
Is that real bloody eye?
Yeah, keep those eyes open.
Like most episodes, we have a spaceship chase scene, a kung fu fight, and a gunfight. They always pack these episodes with so much visual eye candy and move the story along very quickly, with these fights and scenes interspersed throughout the episode. This one mostly takes place on Earth, specifically in Tijuana. As I said earlier, Earth has been heavily destroyed with this gateway exploded and rained down asteroids on a lot of the Earth. But there are still some people living there, and Tijuana looks kind of like it looks right now. Specifically, it takes place in the red light district in Tijuana, which I looked up. It's called Zona Norte. It actually exists. It's clear Asimov's girlfriend, Katerina, has had enough of his drug use and puts an end to it. Unfortunately, too late. The cops have already called up to them and shoot and ask questions later.
Stop it, please! That stuff is going to kill you!
We'll never get out of here now. I'll never see Mars.
It is a depressing end to an episode that was fun up until this point, and of course, Jet and Spike get no money. It's just them two at this point, but later they will add a sexy female, Faye Valentine, and a questionable choice of a hacker named Ed that will all join the Bebop. Asteroid Blues gets an 8 out of 10. It's a great way to kick off the series because it does what a debut episode is supposed to do. If you watch this episode and you don't like it, you won't really like many of the other episodes, but if you do like it, it's definitely worth finishing the rest of the 25 episodes. You get a sense of the characters, the tone, the speed at which the episodes move, and just kind of the overall Bebop universe, which does take place in the Milky Way galaxy. They'll go to many different planets. Jupiter, Spike himself is born on Mars, but it still feels a little homely since you're going to locations you've at least heard of. Of course, we've never explored places like Pluto, but I think it's a good idea to have this one take place mostly on Earth to ease people into the science fiction. The next episode, Stray Dog Strut, leans heavily on comedy and is lighthearted and less violent. Basically, it's a little worse, but they do get a dog called Ein that joins the crew for the remainder of the series. Thanks for watching. Check out our playlist for all episodes of Fear Itself, which is finished, Tales from the Dark Side, and Monsters, in order.